That's a great name. Hey, Squid Buster. it's like Squidward and Buster, as in Buster Baxter. Like, two of my favorite childhood characters. We take those. We take those.
Well, anyway, enough about matches in the future. We've got basically a repeat of what just happened, except this time Toon.S is going to be on the other side of that monitor. No. What is Terry thinking?
He's thinking, all right, I had a great showing in the first time I played this guy, and then I got double perfected. I got to change things up big time, and I'm liking it already. He's not sticking to a strictly projectile-oriented sort of play. He's willing to be a bit more aggressive, and that's actually throwing Toon.S off a bit. One thing that I noticed in one of his matches is whenever he has initiative, that's when we can really see a lot of the mix-ups. When he's on offense, that's when he's most comfortable. So for SSGuy to change the game a bit, for him to play a lot closer to face, it's actually switching things up, but the charge into that trap will be giving Toon.S a little bit of time to actually close the distance, and that's so important in this duel phase. It's going to be some big damage. You can see SSGuy in the corner, and Toon.S combos him from one end all the way to the other. A phase shift occurs.
Another! Oh, you know what they say? Another one.
Another one, yeah. Toon.S, of course, very familiar with the works of DJ Khaled. That counter.
That was a good counter. Because he's in Synergy Burst, he can go for that third one, and that was I'd honestly say that was a very ill-advised Synergy Burst right there.
You know, it didn't work, but that grab was more than enough. So even though the Synergy Burst didn't quite work out, I think he just wanted to keep the pressure up in the corner more than anything else, right? And he, in his mind, was thinking, okay, SSGuy is in this corner. He's going to be doing some kind of aggressive option to get out. And he may have, I guess, underestimated SSGuy's patience at that end play. Either way, doesn't matter. We're off to the second round in this first game. And some of the mind games that are happening right now, you're noticing that there's a lot of moments where both these players just have their shields up. So terrified to push a button, knowing the levels of counterplay that we're seeing here tonight. Eevee will be coming out, and in Burst, again, if he gets the opportunity to use his Synergy Burst, it could have been a great deal of damage. But right now, the only person that has Burst available will be SSGuy. He's going to be using the Fennekin first.
Ooh, that was a good option to get him to not counter him, and now we do find SSGuy in the corner yet again, but he's doing a really good job of just standing his ground and keeping him out.
You know, the only problem was that the ground initially was in the corner, but the option that Toon.S used to take advantage of that actually reset positioning. Now Burst to get, again, some of that room to work with. Let's see if SSGuy can close this one out. A Burst coming out from Toon.S as well as the Eevee. This compliment is going to be scary. He's putting up shield. He's going to be fine at this particular moment. But wow, Icy Wind to catch him as he was going airborne. And here come the dive kicks. SSGuy just holding on shield for dear life.
Ooh.
Does he catch him?
He does not.
Not quite. Fennekin is back online as well in case SSGuy needs some breathing room, but the time is up. And that's going to put one on the board for SSGuy. Game one is coming to its conclusion. This final round is going to be such a big opportunity as far as momentum goes for the rest of this game.
Oh, very good counter. It isn't going to end up getting anything for him, but it does get him out of that corner.
And you're noticing SSGuy, he's backing himself into this corner, and a big part of it just might be that with Toon.S's approach options, he hasn't felt uncomfortable in the corner yet, because Toon.S will do something like a low stance attack and actually slide underneath SSGuy and then reset positioning. So for him, the corner, I think, in this game isn't as big of a deal as it once would seem. Oh, that counter.
That's going to get countered. He uses the Fennekin to avoid the grab. Smart. It's going to give him a little bit more space. Ooh, and he ran right into it.
Yeah, that Blizzard. Again, Toon.S trying to figure out some sort of way in. And that's going to be exactly what he needs. Creating the phase shift and now starting to set up some of those traps, hoping to ensnare SSGuy. Burst activated. Ooh. SSGuy. Oh, push the button there. And
that might be it.
I think that's going to be
critical.
more than enough.
It's critical, so it's going to be really close. That's going to be game 1.
Huge play from Toon.S. And actually punishing SSGuy for some of the aggression that we complimented him on at the beginning of that series. Really, whenever you look back at that match, were there any moments where you felt like the momentum clearly shifted in favor of Toon.S? Because when I reflect in particular on that last game, it felt like we saw SSGuy in complete control, and then there were a couple moments where things drastically changed.
Yes, and that's the way I feel about it too. Like, there were a couple times where SSGuy would be setting up his walls, and then like once Toon.S was able to get in, it just, sometimes it would stand firm, sometimes it would just crumble. But Terry is taking a second to figure out what is he going to do for this match. What is he going to do for game 2? What is he going to change up? He's still going to stay Suicune. I'm not sure if he stayed the same support set.
You know, knowing SSGuy's style, I feel like the option to keep Fennekin just makes complete sense. Again, he's much more prone to that turtle sort of style, where he kind of wants to operate from within his own safe zone, and Fennekin grants him exactly that. So no surprise that we're seeing this again. Ooh, and actually changing up his cheer type perhaps at whoa. All
right, he's going for his normal setup. He usually goes for Reshiram and Cresselia. So it looks like he's just going back to the normal one. I know that in this most recent form, Reshiram did get nerfed slightly.
Yeah, some slight nerfs from a damage standpoint, but still such a devastating.
It is still such an effective support.
And given how long these matches have been taking, I think that even though Reshiram is a support that I think takes such a long time to charge up, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, however, SSGuy is going to opt to go Cresselia. I think that the cheer skill that he is using allows him to fill up the other's gauge at the end of the round, so he might be using that so that he can use round 2 and maybe 3 to opt for Reshiram. But anyway, this first one, and it is not really turning out very well for SSGuy. Toon.S just basically tearing him to pieces.
And the utility that he's getting out of Night Slash in particular is just wonderful to watch. SSGuy very nearly getting the counter, but that little kickoff that happens whenever you go for those dive kicks, it just gives Toon.S the right amount of separation he needs. Cresselia coming into play, but keep in mind that he can only use this support one time. He's not going to get another chance to in this first round.
Ooh, that was huge damage. That was damage that he needed. But he's going to recover some of that back with this synergy burst. Oh, and he dodges it. Whoa, doesn't quite get the answer out, and that is going to be round 1 for Toon.S.
The Aurora Beam felt a little ill-advised at that moment, in particular because of Toon.S's tendencies in the neutral game in the duel phase. Again, those low stance attacks where he slides in, it actually let him low-profile the Aurora Beam and get right to SSGuy. And I guess that's probably his
anti-aired right out of there. That is something that has actually happened a couple times. I've seen it, especially like the past few times, the crucial moments of the last round where he just gets shot out of the sky by homing attack.
I'm surprised that we didn't see a punish actually from Toon.S on that whiffed Blizzard. Definitely a move that you have plenty of time in the world to really punish up. SSGuy, again, just creating some of that space, trying to get back into his zone. But the second that Toon.S comes in close, it's going to be a massive amount of damage. Now in the corner, and Reshiram is online in case he just wants to keep Toon.S pinned down. I feel like right here would be a great opportunity, and he recognizes
go for it,
well.
And it's going to hit.
Brilliant.
That was really good. That was a really good option and very good awareness from him, because once you commit to an option in the air, just like how he committed to an option there and almost got hit by
Sonic Splash.
Sonic Splash.
They're tricky sometimes.
They're tricky because they're not traditional names. But anyway, back into this match. It's just like whenever he went for Sheer Cold, Sheer Cold Blizzard, he tried to go for the anti-air, and I've seen that a couple of times. Speaking of Sheer Cold, doesn't quite get it.
another attempt at Blizzard. That time going for the counter, but Toon.S able to get out of that range and get a big combo. Time is, however, up. And SSGuy is going to be tying up the round. So last round here. And I think we're going to be seeing, Restaurant again instead of the Cresselia.
It worked so well for him. He got a really good amount of damage off of it. So why not go for it again?
And beyond that, whenever he uses it when an opponent is in burst, you're taking away critical seconds where they can actually be offensive with their usage of burst, right? You kind of force them in shield for a while. That makes the clock dwindle down in regards to the option's effectiveness, and it hurts. Speaking of punishment, though, right now it's Toon.S that we have to talk about. SSGuy, though, getting a big counter, not able to actually get some damage off of it, though. Toon.S playing it again close to face, and he's comfortable. He's going to be popping burst as well as Eevee, looking to finish the round. Whoa! Catches SSGuy, putting up the shield, and right back into the offensive mode. Going to get the freeze, and I think that this might be the end of this game.
This might be curtains.
Face shift on luck. There's the Sonic Splash. He catches SSGuy pushing a button. And that's going to be all she wrote. So why that worked in that particular situation was because the last time SSGuy was in the corner,